This is Greg for Online London, and I'm at the Old East Village coffee shop. We're checking out an author doing a book signing here today, and her name is Derekica. And what I want to ask you to begin with is, what enticed you to get involved in the Arts Crawl here today?
I sell my books over at Neo Tokyo, and I just came back from a big conference in San Francisco where we sold a lot of books, and I just walked in and he said, "There's an arts crawl, you want to be involved?" I said, "Sure, why not?" Because we just did some book signing and it was fun.
So how long have you been writing, Derek?
I have been writing since I was about 6.
How many books have you got?
Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, going on 5 books published, and another one coming out in February.
Have you always wanted to be a writer?
Yes.
What kind of things do you write about?
For the most part, I write fiction. I call it, I call my style of writing dark romance. So it deals with darker themes. It's not all hearts and flowers. It's like vampires and blood and werewolves and that sort of thing. But at the heart, it's still a romance. It's just a little darker than normal.
You were telling me earlier that in the beginning you were self-published.
Yes.
And you now have a publisher. What kind of a process is that for somebody who's just starting out?
First of all, you need confidence in your writing. I went online and I went to a it was called adultfanfiction.net, where you can publish your stories a chapter at a time. And there's a community there, and they'll either tell you, like, what are you doing? You know, oh, I like this, or why did this person do that? And that kind of helps you figure out how your writing style is and how to continue. And after a while, if you're lucky, you get a fan base. And once the fan base gets bigger, then they start saying, can we buy this? Is there someplace we can get this? And that's when I started looking into trying to get what I was writing, which I thought nobody wanted to buy. It was just for my own benefit at the time. Looking at getting it published. And when I first started sending out my manuscripts online now, since you don't have to do it all throw it in the mail and wait for 6 weeks, you can do it all online. I was getting everything back saying, "Oh, you're a good writer, we just can't use it." And it was, "You're too dark." Like, too dark, what does that mean? I finally wrote one back and said, what do you mean by that? They just said that my content was a little too rough for their publisher, and I would have a better chance of publishing it myself. So they all basically said, yes, you can write, but not for us. So that's when I started looking at the online publishers that they call self-publishing. And there's a ton out there. I looked for one where I didn't have to throw money at it to get started. And that's when I published my first one, which was called That's What Brothers Do, this book here. I got a 2009 Rainbow Award from the Gay and Lesbian Association for this, for 3rd place for a contemporary novel. And considering I forgot I went and put it in for consideration, I was surprised. So from there, it's like, okay, I'm a little bit more confident. I'm going to do more work, more bigger things. And then I did The Black Tower, which is one of my very first ones that I started writing. What I found out within the last 6 months, I commissioned an author to do a cover. And the books have sold a lot more since I got a nice cover on it. And that's like, okay. I thought it was don't judge a book by its cover, but apparently you got to get their attention first. And then from there, I went looking for a publisher for my novel Cake. And again, I contacted a bunch, and I only got one positive reply from SL Publishing Group. And they went ahead and offered me a contract, and now I've got a book, and we're coming out with the second one in February.
Is this the first book signing that you've done in London?
First one in London, yes. We did a big one in San Francisco with over 3,000 people, and that was huge.
Do you have any idea of the kind of fan base that you have here locally?
I'm not sure, but I do know I bring books over to Neo Tokyo, and they sell out. So it's like, somebody's reading it.
Okay, well, thanks very much for doing this.
Okay.
Have fun today.
Well, thank you.
And I hope you sell a lot of books.
Thanks.